Davey Boy Meltzer, I never really cared about him. I never really cared to discuss him prior to this, basically. But, it's just some things that can't go ignored. It's just some topics that just cannot go, unseen or not without any sort of thought to it, right? So I never had an issue with Dave Meltzer personally. I know he was a shield for AEW, of course. I also know that he is a dick rider for AEW most times, right? So I know he's pretty much got a payroll with them. Somehow, some way, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking care. I just know it exists. That payroll exists. He would swear it doesn't, but I swear it does. So up until this very point, I never cared to talk about Dave Meltzer. I'm hoping that after this video, I don't have to ever talk about him again. But this one topic has to be addressed. The disrespect for Roman Reigns' family. You know that is highly disrespectful to do something like that. You took this man's family and you shitted all over their legacy, right? By doing something very buffoonery, very inconsiderate, very fucking delusional. That should have never even taken place in the first place. That should have never even existed. The tweets that never should have even existed in the first place. Right? So what am I talking about? It's pretty simple. I'll start with that first because this is just befuddling. After this, you should not trust Dave Meltzer as a reliable source. He should not and cannot be trusted as a reliable source after this video. He just cannot. He's a mockery to the business. He was never trusted as a journalist to me. He's not reliable, and he's a piece of shit after this. I'm just being honest. He may be regretful. He may feel some sort of way. He may not. Either way, to me, personally, he is still a piece of shit. So, Dave Meltzer reports Alpha of the Wild Samoans dead. Passed away on August 15th around 5:30 p.m. ish, give or take, right? So he reports that Alpha is dead. And then he comes back around. Oh, I'm sorry, that was before 5:30 p.m. that day. He comes back around later that day and he says, oh, wait, correction. Alpha has not passed away. He is battling. Dave Meltzer. This man had the audacity to report a death that didn't even happen on August 14th. I'm sorry, August 15th. And not even a full 48 hours later, Alpha of the Wild Samoans. Guess what, y'all? He passes away for real this time. Wow. Wow, Uncle Dave. Wow. Uncle fucking Dave. Wow, man. Just round of applause. Just round of applause. You have to be the scum of the earth to report something like this before it actually comes out. To have the sort of journalistic reach that you have. This is the worst thing you can do to someone's family, man. No respect at all. Like, this is a slap in the face, a spit in the face to, their entire legacy at this point, man. You're doing something like that, having the leverage in the pool that you know you got, Dave. You know you have it. And you still go do some bullshit like this just for some likes and clicks, bro. You worthless. This guy is a joke. He is a walking meme. And honestly, when it comes to his twisted dick rider in AEW, people let that shit slip right through the cracks, man. But they eat it all up on his podcast, bro. They love the 10-star rating method. Well, I don't give a fuck about Dave. What 10-star rating method, you know what I'm saying, he has, bro. I don't really give a single flying fuck at the end of the day. You never disrespect someone's family in that manner, ever. That's like code to life, dog. This is just simple shit. Like, Dave, you should already know this, man. No one should have to hold your hand and walk you through this type of stuff. He didn't even consider the family and how they feel. You didn't even consider the aftermath of this effect. Like, this is stupid. He didn't even consider how to take him spreading this misinformation. He didn't consider it not once. You want to know the only thing he's considered in that moment. I don't have to know Dave fucking Meltzer. I never had to sit down and have a coffee with him, a beer with him a day in my life to know that this was a selfish prick ass move. All versus clicks and likes. That's what we come to in 2024, man. That's the new norm. We do everything to get people's attention for validation, and it's sad. It's sad because we need the validation. We need the clicks and the likes. We need the views. We need people to see us for the most worthless shit ever. Nobody would justify this sort of action. I'm sorry, man. You just can't. This is highly disrespectful to the man's family. And Roman Reigns still came out that night on SmackDown, still performed, still showed up, still performed. Jey Uso came out in the dark match, still showed up, still performed. Through a tough time with their family. They didn't have to do that, man, but they still showed up and showed out. They stood on business. Just for Dave fucking Meltzer to just... Wow, man, I can't believe it. Nothing would justify this sort of action. Nothing. Think if this was one of your family members who was famous, by the way. And someone like Dave Meltzer reported some fake ass info about your family. Someone like Dave Meltzer who has the leverage, who has the pull, who has the knowledge that he has to use his power and simply abuse it. This is derogatory towards anyone's family, no matter the intent. That's the point that I'm trying to make here. It doesn't matter what the intent is. It doesn't matter what the ulterior motive is, if there was one. It doesn't matter. None of those things matter, bro. What matters is the simple consideration and the lack thereof. How would you feel? That's my question. And to be honest, man, that's the main thing to take away from that specific topic. Hate it. I hate the world we live in sometimes, man. People are just so damn cruel. All they think about is themselves. Selfish nature, bro. People are cruel as fuck, and all they think about is themselves. Just pointless, man. Now I'm done with my rant. Rest in peace, Alpha of the Wild Samoans. It's a shame that people gotta try to shit all over your life like that, disrespect your family. Rest in peace, man. That's a damn shame. And Dave, you know, he goes on with the ridiculous tweets, man. He goes on with the ridiculous tweets about making excuses for AEW. So in case you didn't think it gets worse, right? AEW is in the shitter right now. Everyone knows that. As far as the ratings, the attendance, the viewership, everything is down. The numbers, the demos, everything is down. He is not a reliable source, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. I never picked on Dave Meltzer until now. And like I said, I hope this is the last video I ever will have to make about him. Because he is beneath me. He is worthless to even discuss. It's so easy to point out the bullshit behind what Dave Meltzer speaks. That's funny. It's comedic to me. It's like comedic relief. That's why all the way up until now, I never truly paid him any mind. But yeah, he goes on, man. Just to switch the subjects up here a little bit. Just to, pivot a little bit. Because I have to. If I don't, I'm going to keep being fucking angry. I'm just going to keep ranting, man. This is just pointless. So because that'd be pointless, because I already made my point, let's transition into the next topic here. Because it doesn't end there. Oh, no. It don't end there. This here takes the cake for me right here, man. As far as his defense of AEW. Instead of motivating them to want to be better, instead of pushing them in the right direction, telling them that they suck, right? Instead, he finds an excuse, which I will debunk within a few minutes. So the first excuse he made was alluding to the fact that the Olympics affected other shows in the past, comparing apples to fucking oranges, basically. In fact, hold on, let me pull this up here, just to show you this buffoonery, bro. Because he mentions the Big Brother series and how people don't make an uproar from other reality shows because they always knew, right, that they don't make an uproar, from other reality shows because they always knew the Olympics would harm their ratings. Other reality shows he's referring to, right? So he's saying that they don't usually make a big fuss about the ratings because they know for a fact that the Olympics is going to affect them. Okay, granted, now most of that is true. However, and I'll read his tweet. Got a question for all of the Big Brother fans. when the show went from 0.46 to 0.27 due to the Olympics, did the fans of the other reality show, whose numbers also dropped significantly, start screaming at the Big Brother fans if they mentioned the Olympics as the reason for the drop? Which everyone in TV expected what happened going on. Fuck you, Dave. Dude, seriously? Seriously, let that sink in. The excuses end. Let me pull up the demos here for Raw. Here goes Raw, y'all. So, Raw, August 6, 2024. Mondays, WWE Raw drew an average of 1,730 viewers on Sci-Fi. Let that sink in for a second. Not even their original channel, bro. They were preempted due to the Olympics. And guess what it says afterwards? Guess fucking what, Dave? Up from last week's 1,412 viewers. So you mean to tell me, Uncle Dave, that WWE was trying to just accept the fact that, oh, the Olympics are coming on, so now we gotta take an automatic L. We just gotta rest on our laurels as if we're still in the Vince McMahon era, which he loved to have rested on his laurels, right? Nah, man, this ain't that. So, yeah, it drew a 0.62 rating in the 18 to 49 demographic, up from last week's 0.51. Uncle Dave, where are the excuses? Let's continue, because I'm not done slicing you up, man. Tuesday, the day after, NXT drew 534,000 viewers on what? Sci-Fi, once again, preempted from USA. Not even their original channel. Up from last week's 468,000 viewers, at least. Even though NXT was in the mud with the ratings overall, because I'll be completely transparent here, completely objective here. I get that that's not moving mountains, but at the very least, they went up. That's the point I'm trying to make here, Dave. That's the point I'm trying to make to all of you. This week's show, it continues by saying this week's show was noticeable. What was notable for being the NXT Great American Bash 2024 Week 2 special, and also being preempted to Sci-Fi for the second week in a row. Stop fucking around, Dave, with the excuses. They're done. You're cooked. It's over. Game over. Goodbye. You and Tony Khan and everybody else and all the employees for AEW, you're cooked. Goodbye. The excuses are done. And last but not least, Friday Night SmackDown from last week, August 9th, seen an increase, 2,269 viewers. This is a 4% increase on the 2,179 viewers that tuned in to SmackDown on August 2nd, just the week prior, which was headlined by the Bloodline capturing the WWE Tag Team Championships from DIY. And I will leave the link down below in case you guys want to see these records. I will leave multiple links just in case. So yeah, there you go, man. There you go, Uncle Dave. There you go, viewers. There you go. Like, bro, if you give people a reason to show up, they will show up. It's that simple, not rocket science. Give people a reason to show up, and they'll show up. Either way, you cannot and should not use that as a way to throw in the towel and barely even fucking try. Tony Khan, because Raw and SmackDown keep them as one up. It's just that simple. Sounds like an all-elite executive excuse to me. That's what it sounds like to me, bro. Oh, Raw was just a good angle show. Let Dave tell you. Okay, so now your argument is dead. I feel like it was just overshadowed with AEW rating because WWE was up. Your excuses are done. Plain and simple. WWE was up all across the board. Tony Khan stepped the game up. All in. Wembley is a week away, and we need you to start firing back. Anybody who wants to see AEW crumble is not a real wrestling fan. You should want to see them thrive, but they can't do it, and they won't do it with the certain program that they're putting on and the certain mindset that they fucking have, which is childish. We got to change some stuff today, not tomorrow, yesterday ago. But those are my thoughts, man. That's all I got for y'all, man. Shout out to everyone else, man. Again, this has been a Mind Over Matter production. Leave a comment down below. Smash the link out. But that's all I got, man. And yeah, it's just sad. Just fucking sad. Dave Meltzer. If you ever get this, which I know for a fact you won't, this is just a small YouTube page. Just remember, no matter how many facts you think you can spit, you will always be a piece of shit, dog.